Hi, how are you today? Today's Saturday. I don't know what day it is when you're watching, but for me it's Saturday. My name is Michelle Drew, and I am here to put on my makeup. This is Butcher Makeup with Michelle, and I have done a little bit of research. I saw, it was actually a TikTok video, and it was a woman who just did a little quick video about where to apply concealer if you're like over 35 or 40 or whatever it was. So I'm going to try that today and we'll see how it turns out. I hope that everyone is having a great day. Today is going to be more random ramblings from me in this video, but also my husband and I are going to assemble a cabinet. So that should be fun. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's start with, I already did my skincare for the day. So I put on my, what's it called? Toner and my moisturizer. Yeah, I have words. I have words. Okay, so what she said was, instead of doing it all here and up in here, to just go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe I'll just do one side to start because, you know, I could screw it up. That's what I do. And I actually arranged things. You may notice that I have a few new background things going on here. So I ordered some lights. So I have some lights back here. And I got a ring light. So you should be able to see me a little bit better now. So concealer brush. Here we go. So we're just going to do this. And see how it turns out. I think I'm just doing one side just to see, to start, just to see how it looks when it's done. And these bags are awful. So I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm in Oregon. And in Oregon, marijuana is legal. And my husband struggles with sleep. And so he has tried using marijuana to, actually I'm not totally unhappy with that, to help with sleep. And it doesn't work very well for him because he can't smoke it. So he smokes cigarettes and his lungs are just super, super tender. So if he tries to smoke the weed, he just hacks up a lung. But he's tried edibles before. In fact, I made some Rice Krispies treats, but they were really, really good, and we may have overindulged. And we aren't pot smokers or anything. Between the two of us, I bet we could count on all of our fingers and toes the number of times we've tried it in our lives. It's not like it's a thing for us. We went to the weed store. It's called Pharmacy here in Tangent. And he wanted to get some edibles. So we got a little education, which was great because we didn't know anything about it. Gentlemen who helped us were very helpful. So we were very thankful for that. Anyway, so we got these edibles, and what do you think? I think it's not bad. It's hard for me to tell because the light is really, really bright. So I'm hoping that I can figure out how to make sure that the light that I'm using isn't a distraction from the look that I want. So anyway, we went to the weed store and we got some education, much needed education. And the guys there were very, very helpful, like I was saying. And we got some chocolate. Handsome got cookies and cream. It's like a chocolate bar, but it's cookies and cream. And I got a dark chocolate with blood orange chocolate bar because it sounded really good to me. And he also got these drops. And so the young man was like, you know, if you don't know what your dosage is, you should try this because then you can try it. And if it's not strong enough, you can try a little more. And, you know, wait about an hour in between them. So there are these little candies. They're called drops. And so we did. We got the drops, and then my husband got one Rice Krispies treat. So, you know, he really likes Rice Krispies treats. We came home, and after a while, my husband had taken one of the drops candies, and for about an hour, I asked him how he was feeling, and so he tried another one, and then he said he was starting to feel it. So that was a good experiment to kind of determine what his dosage is. So then I was watching a TV show that I really like, and if you haven't seen Firefly Lane, ladies, it's awesome. Very thought-provoking. The whole story is just really good. Dark chocolate and blood orange. It was very, very tasty. So I took one little square, because you're supposed to take one square at a time. So I took one little square. I'm just doing my contouring now. I was feeling okay, but I was sitting the whole time. And so after a little while, I got up and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I'm kind of starting to feel it. Like I feel a little loose. And I was like, but I want to go to bed, so I want it to knock me out. So I ate another square. And I didn't like it. So for future reference, one square at a time, Michelle, because it was just too much. I laid down and I was feeling like dizzy and just not right, and mildly nauseated, and I didn't want to move like at all, which, I mean, that's my goal, but I felt nauseated, and that's never a good feeling. So again, great experiment. No more than one square at a time for this girl right here. So this cabinet that we're going to be putting together is for our business. We have a taxi cab company here in Albany, and we have a spot where we park the vehicles and where my husband does the vehicle maintenance stuff. And there's a shop out there. And so we want to have a cabinet to be able to keep, the keys in and things like that, keys to the vehicles. Got one yesterday, and we're going to put it together today. And we're going to put it together here at home and then load it up into the car and take it out to the shop. So that'll be fun. The one on the left side got a little heavy-handed. Sweet. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about it because we've needed this for a while, and the drivers need it because we have Priuses, and the way that we store the keys, it's really close in proximity to the vehicles when they're parked, and it drains the key fob batteries. So we've been needing to do something different, and this cabinet is the thing. So I've watched Bailey Siren do these videos, and her eyebrows are always done when she starts. And she explained once in one of her videos that she does her eyebrows before she does the video because she can't talk and do her eyebrows at the same time. And I gotta tell you, I get it. Because this is challenging. And I don't do nearly the detail that she does. She does some pretty serious eyebrows. Right here in this corner of my left eye, I have lashes that grow straight down. And I'm not going to do it right now because it would make for a very teary video. I tweeze those lashes because they get in my way, and I don't like that. It makes it really difficult to put on mascara effectively. There we go. Look, I have a frame on my face. Do I want to go smoky eye? Maybe I do. Maybe I want to go a light smoky eye because it's daytime. I don't need to have some lady of the night shadow going. All right. I would love to hear what you guys think of my lights. I'd also love to hear what you think of the improved appearance of the video. Like, can you tell that it's brighter? Can you tell that there's a different lighting situation? Can you see me better? I figured out how to zoom on my camera, so if you noticed that, then leave me a message in the comments. Also, nobody has given me a topic to discuss, so I'm going off the cuff. Hi.
Cut.
Is there food?
Yeah.
I love food. That looks awesome. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Don't let the dog in here. Oh. For real. Look at that. I made Mississippi pot roast last night, and Handsome just made it into breakfast. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to finish this eye real quick. Just this part of this eye. And then I'm going to eat. So, topic of discussion. Should we talk about Mississippi pot roast? Should we... Oh, I could do recipes. Makeup and food. I love food. While I do something that I know nothing about, I could talk about something that I love almost as much as I love my husband. Like, I love food. All right, stand by. And I'm back. That was really good. We have the leftover pot roast, so we can make pot roast and eggs. And so he made it, and I thought, oh, that's going to be good. But man, it was better than I thought. It was really good, actually. I think that I want to do something that I suck at because I want to show you that you too can be better at it than me. Oh, that's good tea. All right, I'm going to try a wing. I have makeup remover wipes, so if I screw it up, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see very well. The downfall of doing this without glasses. Okay, I'm flipping my mirror. All right, here we go. Oh, that's dark. Oh, I screwed it up already. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I won't do a wing. Maybe I'll just do liner. But either way, I'm not good at it. So I'm practicing. If you have tips or suggestions for how to do this better, please leave a comment. Or you could send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram. How does that look? It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. On Facebook, I'm just Michelle Drew. D-R-E-W. On Instagram, I'm mostly Natural Mitch. M-I-C-H. Man, if you thought talking while doing brows was challenging, try talking while doing eyeliner. Actually, I'm not completely unhappy with that, but I'm not winging. It's kind of like the thing with my mascara. If I don't screw it up too badly the first time I try it, I'm not going to try a second time. I did flip my mirror around so that it's on the magnifying part, because otherwise I can't see well enough to do this. Pardon me while I poke myself in the eye. See, this is my problem. One side's always thicker than the other. Or I get it over my entire eyelid, which, you know, that's super attractive. Plus I'm right-handed, so doing my left eye is its own challenge. There it is. Okay, I'm done with that. Done. I want to bring this down a little bit and make it a little more smoky. Maybe I'll talk about recipes and share pictures of food that we've made. What do you think? I mean, I could try it. And if nobody watches, then I guess nobody watches and everybody hates it. That's fine. My husband and I were just outside. He said, "How's your video going?" And I was like, "Well, this is how far along I am." And he doesn't get makeup at all, so he's like, okay. And then he was like, "Well, you're just in there talking to yourself." I'm like, "Well, that's because there's nobody else in there, but I mean, yeah, I guess I am kind of talking to myself." He was like, "Well, it's harder than it looks." And then I had to think about it, and then I get all this anxiety over it because I'm in here talking to myself. I made Mississippi pot roast, and so far it's my favorite recipe for pot roast because it comes out so tender and it has such good flavor. And if you don't know how to make Mississippi pot roast, it's actually really easy. And I make it in the pressure cooker. So it was done in like an hour and a half, which if you've ever made pot roast, then you know it doesn't get done in an hour and a half. It takes a while. I made it last night like 6:30 and we ate at like a few minutes after 8. So I took out a chuck roast, just thinking, oh, I'm going to make a roast with potatoes and carrots. And I decided on Mississippi pot roast because 1, it's super easy, and 2, like I said, it's so flavorful. So you take your roast, and I cut mine into pieces just because it fits in the pressure cooker better. You add like almost 2 cups of broth. I just make it with bouillon, unless I have some that I've made already from soup bones. Then you put your pieces of beef into the broth that's in the pressure cooker. And then you add a package of ranch dressing or dip mix, like the dry stuff that you get in the whole package. I'm not a super fan of using packaged processed things, but for this pot roast, it's totally worth it. Then you add a package of onion soup mix. Like you just sprinkle it over the top. And then you pressure cook it. And I did it I set it for 90 minutes, but then at 45 minutes I stopped it and let it release the pressure naturally. And then I added my potatoes and carrots and celery and turned it on for about 10 more minutes. And then I let the pressure release naturally. And then I just served it up. The Mississippi pot roast, I've made gravy with it before, and oh, it's so good. Oh, I forgot. So you also add a 16-ounce jar of banana peppers, pepperoncinis, but I only do about 1/3 of a jar. So with a jar of banana peppers, I can make it 3 times, which works for us. And it still adds great flavor to the roast. And normally I take pictures of my food because I'm that girl, but I didn't last night, so I don't even have a picture to share. Had some heated up the leftovers and made eggs with it, and it was really good. And you know, a lot of things you make and then the next day it tastes better. While that's not necessarily untrue for the Mississippi pot roast, it doesn't taste better, it just kind of tastes a little bit different the next day. Getting old ain't for sissies, I'll tell you. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So I don't know how well I like this setup. I might have to change it. I'm not sure. I might consider covering my monitor so I can't see myself because it's a distraction. But then at the same time, I kind of use that visual. All right. Mature Makeup with Michelle. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to subscribe and share this video if you know someone who is interested in makeup or random ramblings, because I'm all about random ramblings, or Mississippi pot roast. I mean, you know, because that's what I talked about today. What should I talk about next time? Give me some comments. Tell me what you think. Cheers.